Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy August 1st. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. But how is everybody doing on this beautiful Friday? How are you all feeling? Go vote in the poll. Do me a favor, folks. Go vote in that poll. Let me know how you all feel now about the New York Yankees. The trade deadline's over. Now the fans could focus on baseball again. There are 53 games left, folks. 53 games. Can you believe it? I don't know about you all, but I think this baseball season's been really flying by. When late March came around, it was like we were all excited. Game 1 of 162 is here. And now here we are, August 1st, and 53 games left in the season. It's crazy that, baseball season has just like flown by. And, there's been a lot of ups and downs with this team. It's been an interesting season all around when it comes to Major League Baseball, right? The different teams performing, expected teams performing the way they should be, right? So it's been a great season. It's been an interesting one. But, 53 games, people. It's not a lot when you think about it. And here we are in August, and sadly, I mean, for me at least, sadly, summer's slowly coming to an end. But, we have another month. But it's a new month, new series, new games, new team. This team got a makeover. But let's see how they do in these next 53 games. They're at 60 wins now. How many of those games are they going to win? It'll be interesting to see. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. Who's in the building? We got Giku first in the building. What is up? Katie's in the building. What is up? Nosebleed. What is up? Brooklyn is in the house. What's up, Susan? How we doing? Who else we got in the building? Going down the list here. The chat's on fire too. Y'all are definitely excited, I could tell. What's up, Desiree? How's it going? Good to see you. Yassine, what up? Railbird R, what is up? What's going on? Yeah, we'll talk about Marcus Strowman. I want to get everybody's reactions to Marcus Strowman's release, whether or not you all agree with it. What up, Yassine? I saw you. Khadija, how are you? Jackson, how are you? What's up, dude? Hobby, what's up, man? What's going on, buddy? How's it going? But thank you all for tuning in. Once again, make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But the deadline was crazy, right? The deadline's crazy. So Yankees got their new additions on the team. So as you all heard yesterday, Ian Hamilton, Yariel De Los Santos got sent back down to AAA. So they've been optioned back. Marcus Strowman has been DFA'd by the New York Yankees. But folks in the chat, let me know what you all think about that. Let me know if you all agree with that decision. I think inevitably it was going to happen that he was going to get DFA'd. Either he was going to get DFA'd or they were going to send Cam Schlittler back down to the minors because Schlittler has options. Egyptian Magician says he's surprised. Yeah, understood. Again, let me know what you all think. Now, this tells me a couple of things. All right, not DFA, just released. Yeah, he got released, but so my fault on that. So he just got released. The Yankees did try to trade Strowman at the deadline. Didn't seem like teams were interested. I mean, I can't really say that I'm surprised, but this tells me a couple of things. They decided, obviously, Strowman was no longer valuable to the team, and there wasn't really a place for him. The other thing it tells me is that they're trusting guys like Cam Schlittler and Will Warren to come through. it's a tall task. I would say it's going to be a hard ask, right? Especially with Will Warren. I mean, Will Warren, it's not like he's an ace, but we already knew that he was never meant to be an ace. He's a number 4 at best, number 3 guy. But now you have a pitcher that you just called up, and Cam Schlittler. Now I will say, Cam Schlittler has some good stuff. He's got a lot of potential. He's not afraid when he's on the mound. He looks laser focused. He looks like he's ready to go. But it looks like the Yankees are putting their trust in a guy like Cam Schlittler. They're trying to put more trust into their young guys in their that are coming up in the minor leagues. So what's up, Evan? Oh, you're going to the game tomorrow and Sunday? Have fun, dude. That should be a lot of fun. Cool. But I don't know, man. I dig it. I dig what the Yankees are doing. And shout out to my man Max. He says, "Keep up the good work, bro." I appreciate you, man. He's been a member for 4 months. Shout out to you, Max. What's going on, dude? You calling the game today, right? Reds won today. Nice. And Giku saying Strowman was cooked, but it's hard to project if Strowman would be really able to contribute in the push for the postseason, and the uncertainty was enough to pass. Agreed. The rotation the rotation is still going to be a bit of a question mark. I think it's going to be a question mark for a lot of the fans. But the thing is, the Yankees did bolster their bullpen. So, I like the bullpen. So if the starters can't go, then you could rely on the bullpen, although that could be a danger. That could also be a danger too, because you don't want to wear out the bullpen. We've seen that too many times with the Yankees. So, if this current starting rotation can give you, if they could go 6 innings or even more, I'd say that's pretty solid. What up, Michael? Railbird says strictly business. Marcus will bounce back on his feet. Early issues this year. Yeah, well, he had to sell himself. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a starting pitcher. I mean, that's what he is. So when he came back from his injury, he's looked good in a few starts. I mean, there's been a couple of starts where he looked shaky. Yesterday was a prime example of that. The Yankees were up 7-0. He gives up 4 runs. But ultimately, at the end of the day, he got let go or he got released. So, let's see what happens with his future. What up, Joseph? What's going on? And Welkin, what's up, man? He says if Boone still loses games with bullpen decision, he's gone. Great bullpen options now. Oh, fantastic bullpen options. I think this team, in the last 24 hours it looks a lot better than where they were. So I'll take it. But I know Max was saying he was excited about the deadline. Yeah, I'm excited. I did not think. I knew Cashman was going to make moves, but I didn't think he was going to make these many moves like that. That was the wild part. He was not playing around, and they traded away a bunch of their guys. They traded away nine of their prospects, but he didn't give up, Spencer Jones. He didn't give up George Lombard Jr. There was other guys that he gave up, kind of hurt, but again, it's one of those things where you got to give up something good to get something good. Trades are going to hurt. Some trades are going to be expensive. Sometimes you're going to have to overpay just a little bit. Without without too much risk on the team. But yeah, at the end of the day, I like the moves that the Yankees made, and they didn't give up any of the big names that we were thinking of. We were wondering if Ben Rice was going to get moved. We were wondering if Trent Grisham was going to get traded. Were those things possibilities? I mean, yes, they were possibilities, but they're still with the team. So Welkin says, I haven't been this excited for Yankees for a while. Lost it after we got destroyed by Red Sox. I mean, you and a lot of fans, man. I mean, I get it, man. After that Red Sox series, there was definitely question marks about this team. Really didn't know what direction that this team was going in. You know, we didn't know how they were going to perform after that Red Sox series. And June was a rough month. You know, July was a rough month. Let's see what August brings. But August, you know, I got 28 games. The only teams I'm really worried about is, you know, clearly it's going to be the Red Sox. They have a 4-game set against the Red Sox. They have they got to face the Rangers. They got to play the Astros. Those are the 3 teams I'm really worried about, personally. Those are really the only 3 teams I'm worried about. So now, you know, let's see how they perform with all these moves. Let's see how, this gives Aaron Boone, much better options. So if he needs guys off the bench, he's got a pretty solid bench now. Where, you know, if you look out over at the bench and you look at the guys that you had before, you have your doubts. Now there should be more confidence with the bench. There should be more confidence with the bullpen. There should be more confidence with the lineup, with the players on the team, with the offense now, right? With most of the guys. Some guys are still a question mark. Defense is probably the other thing that is a bit of a concern for me, right? In these next, 53 games, the defense is a bit of an issue. Although, again, they got McMahon at third. Obviously, Volpe, who's an interesting character. You know, that he's been hitting some home runs, putting the Yankees in a good position, but at the same time, he makes costly errors that puts the team in a bad position. So it's just like one thing cancels the other. You know, hopefully he can get it right. You know, at least defensively he can get it right, because he is, leading all of Major League Baseball with errors. So hopefully he can get it right. But only time will tell. So we'll see what happens, though, folks. And other news, Aaron Judge is in Tampa, actually. He's taking some batting practice. So he should be activated for the Texas Rangers series. It's not known whether it'll be on the 4th or 5th. But one of these guys, or he's gonna be activated on one of those dates. He's still not going to be able to take the field. He's going to make sure he gets the full 2 weeks of no throws, but he is going to be activated. And I don't know what move the Yankees are going to make. And and as I said, that Nosebleed's asking, like, who goes to make room for Judge? That's an excellent question. Yeah, he's eligible on August 5th. He is eligible on August 5th. And yeah, it's either going to be Slater or Rosario. Honestly, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Slater. It's probably going to be Slater, because Rosario, he's a utility guy. I mean, he could also play the outfield. He could play the infield. Just my guess. Slater, does he have options? I'm not certain, Nosebleed. He is a rental, though. That much I do know. And Jose Caballero will be sent down. He has options. True. It could be him. Geek Hussein Slater. Yeah, it could be Slater. I don't think it's going to be Rosario, though. I don't think it's going to be Rosario. Let's go, Yankees. Charles Barkley says, yeah. Yeah, true. Slater could play all of the outfield positions, and I think he has a little bit of experience at first base too. Yeah, and Rosario's stronger offensively, so I don't know. No, Austin Slater's also a rental too. I mean, I'll even double check it right now because I don't want to. Here I am, kind of doubting myself, but I'm almost certain he is. Let's see, Austin Slater. Yeah, he's a free agent after the season. What up, Gusto? Shout out to my man Gusto. So okay, so Slater doesn't have options. Okay, so he doesn't have options, but yeah, he is a rental though. I just looked it up. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Yeah, Rosario's definitely got the bat for sure. I say buy Slater. That's kind of what I was thinking. I could see Slater being gone. I think they're going to keep Caballero because Caballero, he could come off the bench, and if needed, he could play for Volpe. He could be a pinch runner. The guy could run. He's got some speed. So I don't see him being sent back down. But Slater could be the guy on his way out once Judge comes back. But again, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting what the Yankees decide to do. They got, this is they have a lot of options. Yeah, Caballero plays every but catcher, right? So exactly. But Yankees got a lot of options this time. It's not, now it's now they're just going to have a tough time trying to decide who's gonna get let go. I hate to be the decision maker in that locker room. So but I like the team now. I like the roster. I like the players. There's so many better options. There's more versatility. There's more depth. There's more flexibility. Overall, I'm not worried about who the Yankees, what decisions the Yankees make as far as that goes. Yeah, you and me both there, Welkin. I had a hard time believing Grisham was going to get moved on, honestly. I mean, he is valuable to this team, especially in the outfield, and you can't argue that. But let me share the lineup here with the Marlins and Yankees. I want to get everybody's thoughts on the lineup. So the lineup's been a little bit more consistent as of late. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but it's been a little bit more consistent. Cruise Control, what's up? He says great deadline. Absolutely. But here's your starting lineup. So you got Grisham, Dominguez, Bellinger, Stanton, Jazz, Goldschmidt, McMahon, Volpe, Wells. That is your starting lineup. Carlos Rodon is on the mound. He's got an 11-7 record, 3.18 ERA. So let's see how Rodon does against the Marlins tonight. And as far as the Marlins lineup goes, Edwards, former Yankee prospect, Augustin Ramirez. We got Hernandez, Lopez, Myers, Stowers, Wagaman, Sanoja, Marcy. That is your starting lineup. And then Jensen Junk is your starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins. He's got a 5-2 record with a 3.28 ERA. Folks in the chat, let me know what you think about the lineup. Nosebleed says replace Wells with Rice at catcher. I'm sure some folks might agree with that. Cruise Control says DFA Volpe put in Caballero. We know that ain't going to happen. Caballero will get some playing time, but DFA and Volpe, let's be honest, it's he's not wrong. Yeah, Caballero's not going to, or Volpe's not going nowhere. Yasin says I would play Rice over Goldschmidt at first base. It's a right-handed pitcher, so yeah, a lot of people would make that argument. Rice for sure because right-hand pitcher, especially. Yep. What a difference a week make. Yeah, right, Beetlebug. In 1 week, man, this team, like I said, like I kept saying, this team looks a lot different. Yeah, the Caballero trade, man, speed, speed, speed. Nobody saw that one coming. I certainly didn't. What up, Frederick? I didn't see that one coming whatsoever. No, I can't speak for the rest of you, but I didn't see that coming. But Jansen Junk, let me pull up his baseball savant, see what this guy is all about. See what you all think. Wells should sit. Rice is preferable, but Wells will have to play eventually anyhow. Yeah, they're not going to bench him forever, but man, that where he casually walked off of second base thinking it was 3 outs, that annoyed me, man. That actually annoyed me more than the Volpe blunder. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying that, but man, that was I still can't believe that went down. I still cannot believe that went down. Hold on, let me get myself back to screen, and I will share the. I'll share the baseball spot. What's up, William? How's it going? Size of a beetle bug says, I mean, could be anything else but a pitcher with a name like that. Well, I guess. Wow. That was pretty funny. Yeah, let me get this baseball savant up for Jansen Junk. See what this guy's all about. Looks like he. Let's see here. Well, this is his baseball savant. Let me know what you all think. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit more. Looks like he throws a lot of fastball sliders. So his fastball sits at around about 94 miles per hour, just slightly below average compared to other right-handed pitchers. His slider is slightly above average compared to other right-handed pitchers. So this guy looks like he throws a lot of fastball sliders. He also has a sweeper, curveball, changeup in his repertoire too. Doesn't seem like he strikes out a lot of guys. Gets batters to chase a lot. So that's good. I mean, that's good on his part. He's got a low whiff percentage. Some of his numbers are all right. Others not so much. I don't know how the Yankees lineup will do against him. Yeah, it is unacceptable for sure. What are you sharing here, Jonathan? One day after Cardinals third baseman Nolan Arenado wasn't traded, he goes on the 10-day IL with a strained right shoulder. Woo! Dang. Oh, it's funny. His name has not been mentioned as far as possible deadline move. But yeah, let's see how the Yankees do. Yeah, when I saw his last name was Junk, I'm like, what? Yeah, the Yankees did get their third baseman, and it's a better option than Nolan Arenado. Say that much. And I wouldn't want them to take over that contract. Goldschmidt's cooked. I mean, Goldschmidt's regressed quite a bit at the plate, at least offensively. He's not great. He hasn't been great, but defensively he's still good. But we'll see how the rest of the season goes. But he's a 1 year guy. Can't wait to see Cano Duvall throw some 102 mile per hour gas, dude. For real, Mark Gates. Yes, I know. Jake Bird shaved his beard. I'm well aware. I saw that, and I couldn't I couldn't believe it. I was like, he didn't have to shave his beard. Maybe, I don't know if he was not aware of the beard policy. .282 hitters cooked. Yeah, I don't know. Like he's been better lately, but there was a point where he did struggle there, Max. But I'm not, I'm not like, I don't want to say I'm overly concerned about him. Yeah, McMahon shaved too. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to keep the old tradition going of like, no beard Yankees. I'm not too worried about Goldschmidt though. I mean, like I said, he'll be fine. Dodgers plays Kirby Yates on the IL. Dang, another pitcher. Yeah, I mean, look, Goldschmidt, he's not young anymore, but at his age, I'll take his performance at the way he's performing. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about a 37-year-old player at the way he's playing right now. I don't think none of us really expected this. I knew his glove was going to be great, but not as bad though. I mean, as bad as doing better than what I'm sure what a lot of us expected. Volpe would have, yeah. And if it wasn't for Goldschmidt at first, man, 63 errors, yeah, maybe. Configuration of the team in postseason ready to compete. The question is, can Boone manage situational baseball? Well, we're gonna find out soon enough there, Railbird. We're gonna find out soon enough. But the Yankees are gonna have to put together some wins. Yeah, the Yankees are gonna have to put together some wins and try to take the lead back in the AL East. They're trailing by 3.5 right now. They're trailing by 3.5, but this is like the golden opportunity now. The revamped team should be a better managed team now. Decisions should be better. There should be no doubts. But we'll see how this series plays out first, and then see how the rest of the month plays out. 53 games left. But let's get into these predictions, people. Let's get into these predictions. As far as Carlos Rodon, how does Carlos Rodon perform? How does he pitch? What's his outing going to look like against the Marlins? So Marlins have a 52-55 record. Just want to see their last 10 games. I know they've been playing pretty well for the most part. Meaning, let's see, wild card. They are 6-4 in their last 10. The wild card, as far as wild card goes, I mean, they're 7 games out. I mean, really, like 50, over 50 games left. They could make a run. It's possible. I mean, it could be one of those surprise teams. So let's see the predictions here. 6 2/3, 1 walk, 8 hits, 1 run. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 run, 8 Ks. No hits. Or was that no hitter? What were you trying to say there, Nosebleed? Welkin's going 6 2/3, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. Yeah, Andrew says 7. I think Rodon could go 7. I really do. I think he could go 7. I think he'll go. I typed H and said, okay. Oh, gotcha, Nosebleed. Okay. But I got Rodon going 7 innings. I got him going 7 innings. 7 innings. I'll go 7 strikeouts. He gives up a walk, gives up 2 runs. So I'll that's going to be my prediction. Let me know what your guys' predictions are. If there's any other predictions. Andrew Deitzman's going Yanks win 6-1. That's a score prediction. All right. Cool. What about double plays? Did the Yankees hit into any double plays? You know what? Yankees have been a lot better. They're not hitting. They're still hitting into double plays. I mean, every team does, but they've been better this year about not hitting into double plays compared to last season. Nosebleeds going 1. One double play by Welkin. What up, TC? What's going on, TC? Shout out to my man, TC Steels. TC, what did you think about the Yankees deadline? Yeah, I agree. 1 by Volpe, Andrew says. Yeah, I'm gonna say 1 double play too. I'm sticking with 1. I'm going 1 double play. Any other double play predictions? TC says feeling good. Can't wait to see this bullpen. Love the deadline. Cashman crushed it. A grade for me. I agree, man. Cashman knew what was up. He was aware. He went after it, and he went after it hard. Dave Eisenberg says the Yanks win 6-3. He's going 1 double play. Andrew's adding that Belly homers. Belly's been on fire, man. I could definitely see him homering. Yeah, as far as double plays, I'm going 1. Home runs, Katie's saying Stanton. I'm saying I'm definitely going to say Bellinger, Stanton, and who's the name? You know what? I'm going to go McMahon. I'm going to go Bellinger, Stanton, and Ryan McMahon. Nosebleed's going Stanton and Volpe. No excuses now for Boone with the bullpen. He has tons of options. Yeah, 100. He's got a lot of options for the bullpen. He's got a lot of options for the on his bench too. Much better bench pieces. Do I see Jazz having a monster game in the Marlins series? Sure. Against his former team. Susan's going Bellinger. Yeah, William. I mean, that was my number one concern was the bullpen, really. I mean, and obviously third base, but the bullpen was like my biggest concern. Itchy is saying better not underestimate Miami. Any team can beat any team any given day. Go Yankees. Oh yeah, no, for sure. They're like I said, they're 6-4 in their last 10, and they're 7 games out of a wild card spot. Mathematically speaking, they could still get into the postseason. They could be one of those teams that gets hot, and you never know. They get hot, and then all of a sudden they cruise in. You know, they could be that unexpected team, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit. So watch out for the Marlins. You know, and if they don't make it to the postseason this season, watch out for them next year. You know, they got some good players. They just need to start building around them now. The deadline boosts the moral on this team. They know that management has their back and postseason run looks a ton better. Yeah, no doubt, man. Also, TC, let me know about what you think about Marcus Strowman getting released. Jazz and Stanton. We lost a lot with their bullpen now. We'll see. Yeah. And if we got speed, if Jose's available. Exactly, Andrew. Some good options. With Caballero, Yeah, he's got some years of control. I think Caballero ultimately, though, TC. I mean, unless if Volpe's blunders keep getting worse and worse. I mean, he's still going to be a guy that comes off the bench. Still see some playing time, no doubt. But he's going to be probably coming in as like a pinch hitter situation, guy coming in for speed. What up, David Cohen? How's it going? Yeah, Strowman is gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I'm some people like it, some people don't. Either he was going to get released, or they were going to send Cam Schlittler back down to the minors. But it looks like the Yankees are trusting Cam Schlittler, and they're going to give him a chance. And this is, and like I said at the beginning of the show, they're giving their young guys a chance. You know, they're trying to rely on their guys. What up, David Herrera? Celebrating us releasing Strowman. I never liked that signing. It's almost as bad as when we signed Kevin Youkilis. I think the Kevin Youkilis one was worse. I wanted him to release Strowman a while back, and I really didn't think they would do it. Cashman must have heard on the strike zone because he son. Yeah. And shout out to David Cohen, member for 4 months. The Yankees need to find a way to get Rosario in the lineup. Yeah, as long as there's a left-handed pitcher, they'll get him in there. Some people are some people are unhappy. There's been a couple of people I saw on Twitter that didn't agree with it because he's the more experienced pitcher, and they're going with Schlittler. But the thing is, it's like I like Schlittler. I like that the Yankees are trying to rely and put their trust in from guys from their farm, from within. So I don't know. There's been a lot of complaints about how the Yankees prospect hug and they don't let these guys play and they misuse them. Now they're trying with Will Warren. They're trying with Cam Schlittler. They're trying with Dominguez. They're trying with Austin Wells, with Anthony Volpe, with Ben Rice. So, a lot of these guys are getting the chance right now. They just got to prove themselves. And Cam has a lot of potential. I just, only time will tell. I like his stuff, though. He's got a lot of potential. I love what he's doing. But, yeah, this is what I'm saying. People say give the kids a chance, yet complain when they do. They're getting a chance right here, right now. Hill and Yarbrough coming back. No need for a batting practice pitcher. Yeah, well, Hill's coming back on Sunday. That's the good news. I think this will, the Miami game will be a good game for him to make his season debut. It'll be a good test to see how he does. Now that he's back, his last rehab start, he looked really good. He went 4 1/3, 75 pitches, struck out 7. So you would imagine Sunday when he pitches, probably go 90. They'll probably have him throw 90. Would be my guess. But Yarbrough coming back is going to be huge. Cruz coming back is going to be huge. Mark Leiter Jr. will be back next week for the Texas Rangers series. At least that's the game plan. I mean, Volpe's going to continue seeing playing time, David. I hate to break it to everybody, but he's going to see more playing time than Caballero. Caballero he'll get his playing time. He will. But they're going to move forward with Anthony Volpe. That's just a fact. Cam just needs better control. Yeah, if he could get that control down, man, if he could work on that, he's going to be a killer on the mound. He already is, in my opinion. I think I like what I'm seeing from him, but once he gets that control down, oh, forget it. All of a sudden, overnight, the Yankees have a ton of hard-throwing dudes. I've been screaming, you and me both there, TC. And one of the guys that they got was Jake Bird. He was on my wish list because I've seen him pitch out here in Colorado. And when I went to the Yankees game when they came out here and he pitched against the Yankees, I'm like, yo, the Yankees need to go after this guy. They need to find a way to get him because he was making the Yankees bats look silly. So I am so happy that they got him. But he was one guy that was on my wish list for sure. And the other guy was I was like, that I think the Yankees will probably go after him, and it would make sense. Was Ahmed Rosario. So Yankees trusted Warren and Cam over Stroh. I don't know why some people are upset about that. Play that your young talent. Well, exactly. This was the thing, bro. Like a lot of fans kept complaining about, right? A lot of fans were complaining about how the Yankees don't play their young talent. Well, they're playing their young talent, and they're playing a bunch of their young talent. They're giving them a chance, right? And we'll see how they progress as their careers move on here. So yeah, there was really no future. What up, Dev? Miss 1000. What's up, Margaret? How's it going? What is going on? Yeah. You always hear about Yankees pitch being elite. Schlittler's a big time project for him. Yeah, well, Matt Blake does a really good job with the pitching. I mean, not all of them work out. Not all of them work out, but with most of them, he does a phenomenal job. And I think he's going to do fine with these new acquisitions. He's going to do fine with these young pitchers that are coming up, like Cam and Warren. I believe that. What up, Robert? 32 likes. He says Cam will be great. I agree. 32 likes. Let's get those likes. So, people, let's try to get to 50 if we can. Let's try to get to 50. If there's 18 more people out there, let's get to 50. Definitely going to be an interesting game. Do I feel like the Yankees have the best bullpen in the league? They're going to be one of the best. I'll say that. They're going to be one of the best. So I'll stick with that, because the Padres have a good bullpen too. So I'm not sleeping on the Padres. They made a couple of good moves. They got Mason Miller, man. Like that's a big deal. Not to say that the Yankees don't have a great bullpen. They do. They're going to be one of the best. I don't know about the best, but they're definitely going to be up there as far as being one of the best. Yeah, Bird has filthy stuff. Very good addition. Last minute deal was a shock. Cashman was a mess. No, he wasn't. I'll tell you what. When it came to Doval, as soon as the Giants said they're making him available, I'm like, watch Cashman get this guy. I was like, I had this weird feeling. I was like, they're gonna look into him and they're gonna try and trade for him. And sure enough, that's what happened at like the very last few minutes of the deadline. Dela Cruz or Fernando Cruz? Yeah, and Bird and McMahon, they were teammates. So, at least he's reunited with McMahon. On paper, looks top 5, but need Cruz and Leiter Jr. back, and hopefully Bednar, Duvall, Bird can handle New York. Yeah, no doubt, TC. They're definitely top 5. I'll say top 5. I won't say number 1, but they're top 5. Yeah, I guess best in the AL. I would say yeah. Best in Major League Baseball. I'll say no to that for now. Yeah, well, I don't blame Cashman for not giving up Spencer Jones or George Lombard Jr., for example, for an Alcantara. I wouldn't have done that deal. I think all of us will agree that the only way you trade Spencer Jones is for Paul Skeens, but we know Paul Skeens wasn't available. Yeah, Fernando Cruz he's the pitcher. He's the relief pitcher. So Cruz, they're saying August. They're saying he's going to be back August. I know it's August 1st right now. So does that mean August, like we talking next week now, or are we talking 2 weeks from today? No doubt, Yasin. Cashman's best deadline. I'll say this. I don't even remember the last time he had a deadline like this. It's been a while from the last time I remember that the Yankees had such an active deadline the way that they did. It just kind of, It kind of felt like George Steinbrenner type vibes, right? Where, you make this move, that move, you make these deals, right? You make all these crazy deals. Yeah, there's no reason to rush him back, but I think he'll be back in a couple of weeks. But I want him back, man. I like Cruz a lot. That he's one of my favorite bullpen arms. He was one of the more reliable ones. Oh, Sarge, sir, salute. How are you? He's like, I want my homegrown Jones, Dominguez, Judge outfield. You're probably going to see it there, man. Yeah, I mean, Cashman did Cashman things. Cashman did Cashman things. This is where if everything can go according to plan for Brian Cashman, he could make all these moves. But at the same time, you got to remember, man, it's like the Yankee tax is real. Teams like to fleece the Yankees, but Cashman likes to fleece other teams. So it's not like, Cashman didn't really give up, any of the big names that we think of, right? Like, he didn't give up, obviously, Lombard Jr. He didn't give up anybody in the top 5. The one that hurt was like Reggio. That one hurt. That sucked. But again, it's one of those things you got to give up something good to get something good. Yeah, on paper, the Yankees should have success in August and September. On paper. But we've seen some of the mishaps with this team as well. What up, Freed fan? What's going on? She says, hey, everyone, think we killed it at the deadline. Looking forward to seeing new energy from the bullpen and the team in general. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Under the desk like Costanza. He was out me. Yeah, buddy. The Marlins wanted Spencer Jones and George Lombard. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I thought it was only Spencer Jones, but I'm not. I'm Spencer Jones and Lombard. Yeah, okay. You better give up your whole team then for those guys. Cashman did good. We just got killed by injuries. He needs to find a solution. What solution is that? Yeah, that's interesting, Giku. Cashman did everything he was supposed to do. Oh, look, our fearless manager, Aaron Boone, is in the chat. Yeah, do I have faith in Jones? Absolutely. Are you guys going to call him up? What's the game plan there, Aaron Boone? Yeah, I didn't want Alcantara. Did his part, now it's all on Boone. Yeah, exactly. Jake Bird completely shaved his beard. Maybe they forgot. Or maybe they just wanted to. I don't know. Maybe keep the old tradition going. Aaron Boone says probably not. How are you feeling about this team there, Aaron Boone? What's up there, Mr. Coconuts? What's going on? Yeah, I'd like to know from Aaron Boone how he's going to manage this bullpen. Oh, Mark Gates wants you fired there, Boone. How do you feel about that, sir? He says he's going to find a way to F it up no matter who I have. Oh, my God. All right. What's going to be the score prediction tonight, folks? Give me your score predictions. Hedrick. I hope they keep Hedrick up here. Yeah, he's looked good in his last few outings, man. But he could be a guy that gets sent back down once Yarbrough gets back. Right? Because Yarbrough is an excellent lefty. He'll probably go back to the bullpen and be the second lefty in the bullpen next to Tim Hill. You can't have a kid a year like he has, and I think he's going to get called up in September. Joseph says 6-2. Yanks score is 5-2. TC's going 10-4. Coconuts is going 8-4. Nosebleed's going 4-1. Bullpen goes 3 1/3. Do I think the Guardians will sweep Minnesota this weekend? I don't know about sweep. I'll say 2 out of 3. 9-4, 7-4. 6-3 from Eisenberg. Hedrick needs to stay for sure. Need a lefty reliever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yarbrough is going to be back, though. The Yankees are going to have, they got some decisions to make. I see Brubaker being gone. I mean, Brubaker could probably be gone. You know, they optioned Hamilton and De Los Santos back to AAA. Bats will be on fire after the deadline. Pick me up, no doubt. Andrew's going 6-1. I'm going to say a score of, I'm going to say 9-3. I'll say 9-3. I don't know if anybody else had that. No, nobody had that. So my score prediction is going to be 9-3. So 9-3, 9-3 Yankees. And it looks like 54 votes and 87% of you are feeling much better about this deadline. Sabine's going 3-1, so you think it's gonna be a low scoring game? I don't know why, but how many errors? You say 2? By who? Volpe? Yeah, so Brian Hoke put out a video of Aaron Judge taking batting practice right now. And his target return as DH is Tuesday or Wednesday at Texas. So he's going to hit over the next few days. Taking live. So he's taking live pitches right now. Low scoring game there, Sabine. 3-1. I mean, 3-1 is still a tight game. It's score wise, it's still a tight game. All right, food wise, what are we thinking? What's for dinner tonight? What are we eating? What's on the menu? What are you all snacking on? Nosebleed, if you're still in the chat, let's see. It's Friday night pizza, right? Volpe and Dominguez hit into a double play, Andrew. Okay. People want him to take his slow with Judge, maybe first base. Nah. He'll be back in the outfield at some point. Aaron Boone's eating fish. Williams eating Chinese food. Welke's eating some Marlins. All right. Spaghetti from the Olive Garden for Andrew. Chicken tenders for Dave. Just ate at Spaghetti Factory. Okay. They're itchy. That's cool. Spaghetti Factory. Last week's Chipotle. Dang. I don't know what I'll be having for dinner tonight. I did go to Krispy Kreme because they had some these limited edition donuts. It was like Tour of Italy. One was cannoli, the other one was tiramisu, and the other one was like a lemon flavored donut. It's actually not bad. No doubt, Sabine. Friday fish dinner with fries. Yeah, I watch football. I'm just not into it as much as I used to. The game kind of it kind of bores me anymore, man. I fall asleep watching the games. But NFL season, yeah, man, it's right around the corner. Pre-game's about to start. Next thing you know, September will be here. Carne asada burritos, nice. In Calgary, Alberta, is that where you live? Yeah, I mean, really, the big sports that I watch is always it's baseball, and I watch basketball too. I grew up because I did grow up watching a lot of basketball when I was growing up, and then combat sports is my thing, as you all know. You guys and gals always hear me talk about combat sports, particularly UFC. But I like it all: boxing, MMA. Oh wow, you went from the Bronx to freaking in Canada. How's that? How are you enjoying it? Okay, you're gonna go to some Browns games then, there, Frederick. NFL's gotten bad with the cheating. They don't let guys play anymore, man. That's my thing with the NFL. Chicken cutlet parm with linguine with garlic bread. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Chicken cutlet parm linguine. Oh, you're surrounded by mountains? Okay. Awesome there, Itchy. What up, Beagle? Ground beef with cheese. NFL not for long, yeah. No doubt. Check these votes again. Actually, one thing I haven't done in a while is check the top fans. So top 3 is Giku, Katie, and Nosebleed. Those are your top fans. 57 votes, and yeah, 88% of you are feeling a lot better about this team after the deadline moves. For sure, Sabine. John the Beagle Dad says, think of hamburger helper with real cheese, meat, and pasta. Okay. What do you mean? What's the lineup there, Aaron Boone? I thought you knew. Aren't you the manager of the team? Didn't you just put together a lineup? What the heck, man? What are we doing here? Yankees' own manager doesn't know the lineup, and he put together the lineup. Make that make sense. Geek who's having some a burrito. Nice. Joseph Salvatore says NFE hockey playoffs are tremendous. Hockey playoffs is fun, man. Hockey's a cool sport. I could really like. It's much better being there at the games, watching the games, man. Like live hockey is on a different level. I mean, Boone, I hope you know what you're doing. But hockey playoffs is on a different level, though, man. That's better. That is definitely better than NBA playoffs. That's better than, I mean, I almost want to say it's better than Major League Baseball postseason, dude. Like, because hockey playoffs is wild. That's on a different level. I'm not too familiar with lacrosse. Yo, what up, Ace? What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Shout out to my man Ace. Make sure y'all go check out the Ace Avenue. If you're not subscribed to him, go check him out. Are you calling the game today? I know you did a movie review earlier with a couple of the other content creators. Oh, wow, you're having chili? So no pizza on a Friday night? That is crazy. Nice. Group of 5 college football, go Army, beat Navy. Yeah. College football is going to be around the corner. Oh, the stream is set. Nice, Ace. Yeah, I'll actually be calling the game myself too. The game's going to start in about 40 minutes, so I'll probably shut this live stream down here in a minute and a few minutes, and then get ready for the play-by-play and hope to see all of you there. I love donuts, bro. Yeah, buddy. Yo, Ace, let me know, uploading some new drops as we speak. Nice, Ace. How do you feel about the deadline, man? How'd you feel about the deadline? Are you happy? Do you feel more confident with this team? Oh, you had a cold? That's never fun. Pizza on Wednesday was too hot to cook. Got it. Bellinger home run. Volpe home run. Stanton big home run. Yeah, big G. Yeah, getting sick is never fun. I hate it when that happens. But yeah, Ace, how are you feeling about this team? Beagle's going McMahon and Volpe home runs. Okay. You gave them an A? So did I. So did I. You feel more confident though? I know I feel more confident now. It's just now it's on Boone to manage this team well. He's got the options. Andrew says, "Let's go Dodgers." What's up, man? SummerSlam this weekend. Yep. SummerSlam is this weekend. Should be a good pay-per-view, hopefully. Oh, in Ohio, y'all got the original Krispy Kreme? Okay. Ace says World Series back on. I mean, it definitely improves their chances. Ruth and Mansell, 4 home runs. Big G's doing better than last year. Big G's been contributing since he's been back. Yeah, I mean the Guardians. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think they were going to do anything significant. I mean, they're 3 games out of a wild card spot. I mean, maybe I thought maybe they could have added a couple of guys, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, you guys still have Stephen Kwan. Lucky you. Silogasm says, are the Yankees back in title contention after the deadline? I mean, it does improve their chances. It does improve their chances. Ethan says, hey, what's up, Ethan? He says, all you guys, all of you are hyped for the Yankees today. I sure am. I'm confident even more now that the Yankees are a team to beat. They will be in the World Series most likely. So you're feeling confident? Nice. I feel a lot better about this team after the moves that they made, man. It does improve their chances for a World Series. Whether or not they win it, that's a different question. But it does improve their chances. He should get called up in September. I think he will. 9-3 score from Elsa's dad. Well, that's just it. Now they got to show it on the field. On paper, they look great. Well, we don't need them right this very moment, but I think once they expand rosters in September, they'll get him. They'll call him up. Yeah, his last name is Junk, dude. Jansen Junk. I was hoping Cashman was going to get Joey Gallo, Aaron Hicks, and that other third base bum. Yeah, I bet you were. You're talking about Josh Donaldson? Those guys I refer to as the Three Musketeers, Salogasm. Yankees and Mets, Subway Series. Well, they got to. I don't think it'll happen. My guess. I could be wrong. No, they traded players from the farm, but they just didn't trade any of the big names. They're Beagle. Seattle offense got better with Naylor and Suarez, but their pitching got worse. Caleb Ferguson. Remember that guy? No doubt. But yeah, folks, I am gonna wrap it up here though. Sunil's in the chat. Did I miss Sunil? Where is he? I didn't see him. You had 9-3 for a score. That was my score prediction. It was 9-3. But anyway, folks, I am going to wrap it up here, though. I do appreciate you guys and gals tuning in. As you always do, the support is always appreciated. Yeah, I would definitely know. Yeah, you got that right, Ethan. Tell them. Nah, you're good, Susan. You're all right. You're good. But thank you all for tuning in. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, I see you all for the play-by-play. Right, come hang out, or at least pop in and say what's up. I would appreciate that too. Thanks, TC. Thank you so much. And folks, make sure you all hit the like button on the way out if you haven't yet. Hit that like button on the rewatch. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much. And keep sharing this channel out, people. And I'll see you all for the play-by-play. Happy Friday. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy the weekend. And as always, let's go Yankees. See you all soon.